Okay, brilliant. Good morning, everyone. I'm Daisy and I'm your yoga instructor for this morning's session. This morning's session will be about 45 minutes long and it's going to be a vinyasa-based flow. So again, we're going to move with the element of flowing and connecting different movements with each other, connecting different asanas, so our yoga posture, but we're also going to be finding stillness and holding strength in some postures. So today's session we're going to be working with our inversions. So inversions are basically any movement where your hips are above your heart. So some people may link that to headstands and things like that. We're not actually going to be exploring headstand today. An example of an inversion that you do in the majority of yoga practices is downward facing dog. So we're just going to be exploring with having our hips above the heart and just working into that calm feeling. It is for all levels, so I'll be giving different options throughout. Option 1 is going to be the easiest level, and as it builds up, that'll make it harder and harder. And as always, if you are more advanced and you want to do something I haven't said, that is absolutely fine. Please go for it. It is your own yoga flow. And if you do need to take a break throughout the session, please go into child's pose. Know that child's pose is always an option. So for anyone that isn't familiar with child's pose, is you're on your mat, knees together, dropping the head down and dropping the hips towards the heels, letting your shoulders sink into the earth. So child's pose is always an option. For the session, you just need your yoga mat. If you do have any yoga blocks to use, please grab them. Any yoga straps, if you're used to practicing with them as well, please go and grab them, and some water as well. Cool, brilliant. So just to touch on the breath to start with, I touched on it last week as well. So throughout the session, I want you to work as option 1, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So linking every movement with your breath. If you are a little bit more advanced and you do have Ujjayi breath in your practice, or if you want to learn more about Ujjayi breath, I touched on it in last week's session, so you're more than welcome to visit that as well. So yes, either breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, or working with your Ujjayi breath. Brilliant. Okay, perfect. So we're going to start by grounding down at the beginning of our session. So rolling the shoulders back, palms face towards the sun. You're coming into a comfortable seated position. So I've come into kneeling this morning, and closing off the eyes. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing in through your nose, lengthen your spine. And breathing out through your nose, grounding your sit bones towards the earth. Breathing in through your nose, lengthen your spine. And out through your nose, ground your sit bones towards the earth. And I want you to bring your awareness to the sounds around you. Maybe the singing of the birds. It may be the hum of people around you. It may be the dog in the background. Or people moving around the house. I just want you to bring your awareness towards these sounds. these sounds sit with you for a minute. Beautiful, and I'm just going to count you into a few breaths. So as you inhale, we're going to count to 4, and as you exhale, we're going to count to 4. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and release. And inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. Bring the breath back to normal now. Perfect. And just opening up through the eyes. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up the right arm. And exhale, twisting round towards the right. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, increase the twist. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, relax. Inhale, lifting up the left arm. And exhale, twist around towards the left. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. And exhale, increasing the twist. And inhale, come back to center. Beautiful. Coming round onto all fours into our tabletop position. So your fingers are wide, wrists, elbows, shoulders on top of each other, knees underneath the hips and tops of your feet planted into the earth. Beautiful. Taking a deep inhale, and as you exhale, bend the elbows over towards the right, lower the chest down. And inhale towards the left, curve the spine. Beautiful. And just repeating this now in the flow of your own breath. Just mobilizing through the core and the spine. Just adding a little bit of fire. Beautiful. Repeating this in the other direction now. So exhale to the left. And inhale to the right, drawing these circular motions. Keeping the awareness on the breath. Beautiful, and coming back into tabletop now. And just having a pad round through the wrists. So turning the hands over, moving from side to side, or forwards and back, fingertips pointing towards you. Just have a little play around here, see what feels good. And just warming up through the wrists. We spend a lot of our time on our wrists during yoga. Beautiful. Lovely, extend the right leg away from you, tuck under the toes and just pushing down through the right foot. Keeping the core engaged. Beautiful, bring the right leg back, extend out the left, tuck under the toes, pushing away through the left foot. Beautiful, coming back down to tabletop, tuck under the toes, lift the hips towards the sky, chest towards your thighs, into our first downward facing dog, so into this inverted V shape, and also our first inversion. So you're bringing your gazing point, your dritsi, towards the belly button. An option of just finding a bit of movement here. Maybe a pedal through the feet. Maybe a wiggle of the hips, moving from side to side. Beautiful. On your next inhale, stepping the right foot towards the hands, followed by your left. Lift your fingertips. Option 1 to the top of your shins. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, flat back. Or option 2, fingertips to the ground, flat back. And exhale, fold forwards. Keep the spine long. Beautiful. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow and just gently sway from side to side. So just feeling a little bit of warmth through the hamstrings now. Keeping those knees bent slightly. An option of coming forwards onto the balls of your feet, increasing the stretch a tiny bit more. Perfect, releasing the hands, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone under and peeling your way up into our standing mountain pose into Tadasana. Perfect, so I'm going to face you. So you're going to have your feet, option 1, parallel hip width apart, or option 2, together. Your shoulders roll back, your palms facing out into Tadasana. Beautiful. And we're going to go through some variations of Sun Salutation A's and Sun Salutation B's. So essentially just warming the body up a little bit more, but we're going to add a few extras to it as it is vinyasa and we can be as creative as we want. So you're standing at the top of your mat in Tadasana, shoulders roll back, palms face out. Breathe in through your nose, lengthen your spine, and out through your nose, ground your feet towards the earth. Beautiful. On your inhale, lifting the arms above the head. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, lift the fingertips, top of the shins, flat back, or just keeping them on the mat. And exhale, fold forwards, keep the spine long. Bend the knees, place the hands on the earth, keep the fingers wide, and stepping your right leg back, followed by your left into high plank. So your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked on top of each other, and your body is in a straight line. I don't want to see any hips like that, and I don't want to see any hips like that. Beautiful. Drop the knees to the earth, untuck the toes, bend the elbows into the side to lower your chest the whole way down, and coming up into Cobra, opening up through the heart. Beautiful, tucking the toes under, lift the hips to the sky, chest towards the thighs, downward facing dog. Perfect. Bringing the gazing point towards the belly button. Feeling the two-way stretch through your back and your calves. And keeping the awareness on your breath. Beautiful. Option of taking your left hand and bringing it to the outside of the right leg, finding the twist in this inversion. Holding the strength. Beautiful. Coming back to downward facing dog. Option of holding it here, or option of bringing your right hand to the outside of your left leg, finding that twist. Keeping the awareness on your breath. Beautiful, coming back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, step your right foot towards the hands, followed by your left. Lift your fingertips flat back. Exhale, fold forwards, keep the spine long. Inhale, bend the knees slightly, swinging the arms all the way up to the sun, and bring your hands together down through heart center. Beautiful, repeating that once more. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, lift the fingertips flat back. Exhale, place the hands down, stepping the left leg back, followed by the right, high plank. Beautiful. Wrists, elbows, shoulders on top of each other. Your body is in that straight line. Perfect. Drop the knees to the earth, untuck the toes. Bend the elbows into your side to lower your chest the whole way down. And coming up into Cobra, opening through the heart slightly. Perfect, and tuck the toes under, lift the hips to the sky, chest towards the thighs, downward facing dog. Perfect. Beautiful. Option of holding the stillness here, or option of taking your right hand to the outside of your left leg, look underneath your left arm into our twist, holding the balance. Keeping the awareness on the breath. Beautiful. Coming back to downward facing dog. Option of holding it here, or option of taking left hand to the outside of the right leg, twisting to look underneath the right arm. Perfect. Coming back to downward facing dog. Lovely. On your next inhale, stepping your left foot towards the hands, followed by the right. Lift the fingertips flat back. Exhale, fold forwards, keep the spine long. Inhale, bend at the knees, swinging the arms up, palms together. And exhale, lower your hands down through to heart center. Beautiful. Perfect. So now we're going to do some variations of Sun Salutation B, so adding a few more twists and things like that. So you're standing at the top of your mat in Tadasana, shoulders roll back, palms face out. Breathing in through the nose, lengthening the spine, and out through the nose, ground the feet towards the earth. Beautiful. On your next inhale, bend at the knees, hinging at the hips, swinging the arms up, Utkatasana. Holding it there. Smile. So make sure those knees are parallel. Option 1, bringing the hands down to the shoulders. Option 2, arms up by your ears, keeping the core engaged, keeping the spine long. Option of coming up onto the balls of your feet. Option of staying on the balls of your feet and extending the legs, standing up too. And coming straight back down, Utkatasana. Beautiful, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the fingertips flat back. Exhale, place the hands down. Option of taking a step into high plank, or option of taking a little jump into high plank. Wrists, elbows, shoulders on top of each other. Your body's in that straight line. Beautiful. Option of dropping your knees down to the earth, coming into Cobra, or option from high plank, bend the elbows into your side, lower through Chaturanga, untucking the toes, upward facing dog, so thighs come off the earth. Perfect. And tuck the toes under, lift the hips to the sky, chest towards the thighs, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Bringing the awareness back to the breath here. Remember, option of child's pose at any point during this practice. Beautiful. On your next inhale, extend the right leg away from you, opening through the hips, 3-leg dog. Exhale, bend the right knee to nose, curve the spine, create space, and stepping that right foot in between the hands. Keep the left leg extended behind you, left toes pointing towards the left corner of the mat, and bringing the arms up, warrior 1. Beautiful. So make sure the right knee doesn't go over the right toe, shoulders relaxed, palms face inwards. Perfect. On your next exhale, opening up with the left arm towards the left, look over the right arm, warrior 2. Perfect. Remember, a little bit of self-adjustment here to make sure the knee is still in line with the hands. On your next exhale, bring left arm to the back of the left leg, opening up with the right arm, reverse warrior. And just opening up through the right side body. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Perfect. Clasp the hands together behind you. Inhale, push your weight, opening up through the heart. And exhale, bring the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Humble warrior. So opening up through the heart and the hips. Each exhale, increasing the stretch a tiny bit more. Beautiful. On your next inhale, coming back to warrior two. Bringing the left arm and the left foot round, high lunge. Exhale, place the hands either side of the right foot, step the right leg back, high plank. Option of dropping down to your knees, coming into Cobra for your choice, or option from high plank. Bend the elbows into your side, lower through Chaturanga, untuck the toes, upward facing dog, thighs come off the earth, perfect. And tuck the toes under, lift the hips to the sky, chest towards the thighs, downward facing dog, beautiful. Bringing the awareness back to the breath here. Option of tapping into your Ujjayi breath. Lovely. On your next inhale, extend the left leg away from you, opening up through the hips, three-legged dog. Holding that inversion here, keeping it strong through the shoulders. And on your exhale, bend the left knee to nose, curve the spine, create space. And stepping the left foot towards the hand, so make sure the left knee doesn't go over the left toes. Right leg extended, right toes pointing towards the right corner of the mat, and bringing your arms up, warrior one. So feeling that opening through the hip flexors, keeping the hips pointing forwards. Perfect. On your exhale, opening up the right arm towards the right, look over your left arm, warrior two. Keeping those arms up at shoulder height. Beautiful. Bring the right arm to the back of the right leg, opening up with the left arm, reverse warrior, opening through the left side body. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Clasp your hands together behind you. Inhale, push your weight, opening up through the heart. And exhale, bringing your left shoulders to the inside of the left knee, humble warrior, opening up through the hips and the heart. Each exhale, sinking a little bit further into this stretch. Beautiful. On your next inhale, coming back to warrior two. Bringing the right arm and the right foot round, high lunge, both toes point forwards. On your exhale, place your hands either side of the left foot, step the left leg back, high plank. Exhale, option of dropping to your knees, or option of lowering down through Chaturanga, untucking the toes, upward facing dog or cobra, and tuck the toes under, lift the hips to the sky, chest towards the thighs, downward facing dog, beautiful. Bring the awareness back to the breath here. Lovely. On your next inhale, option of taking a step or a jump towards the hands, lift the fingertips flat back. And exhale, fold forwards, keep the spine long. On your inhale, bend at the knees, hinging at hips, swinging the arms up, Utkatasana. Holding it there, keeping the heart shape facing forwards. Knees in parallel, engaging through the core. Beautiful. And bring palms together, lower hands down through heart center, and standing back into Tadasana. Perfect. And just give the legs a little bit of a shake if you need to. Beautiful. So standing in Tadasana at the top of the mat, shoulders roll back, palms face out. Breathing in through the nose, lengthening the spine, and out through the nose, grounding the feet towards the earth. Beautiful. On your next inhale, lifting the arms above the head. Exhale, fold forward, keep the spine long. Inhale, lift the fingertips flat back. Exhale, place the hands down. Option of taking a step or a jump into high plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Untuck the toes, upward facing dog or cobra. And tuck the toes under, lift the hips to the sky. Chest towards the thighs, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Keeping those hips above the heart. Lovely. On your next inhale, extend the right leg away from you, opening through the hips, three-leg dog. Option of holding it here, holding through this inversion. Option 2, bend the right knee, bringing the right foot over towards the left. Feel that opening through the hips. Or option 3, bringing that right foot all the way around, grounding down through the left arm and opening up with the right arm into wild thing, engaging through the glutes, lifting those hips up. Holding it here. Just exploring this pose. Option of finding a little bit of movement. Maybe a move of the arm. Maybe bringing everything together and expanding out. Beautiful. And when you're ready, flipping it back round and meeting us all in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, come forward into high plank. Dropping the knees down to the earth, untucking the toes and bringing the hips back towards the heels. Now drop the head towards the earth and bring the hands either side of the body and just taking a little moment in child's pose. Feeling your body sink towards the earth and bringing your awareness back towards the breath. Beautiful. Bring the hands in front of you now, tucking under the toes, lift the hips towards the sky, chest towards the thighs, downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, extend the left leg away from you, opening through the hips, three-leg dog. Option of holding it here, grounding down through the hands, or option of bending the left knee, bring the left foot over towards the right, increase the opening. Or option of grounding down through the right arm, bringing the left foot all the way over, engaging through the hips and opening up through the left arm into wild thing. Holding it here. Option of holding the stillness or option of finding a little bit of fluidity. Feeling that opening up through the heart. Beautiful. And when you're ready, flipping it back round and everyone meeting into downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, ripple the body forwards, high plank. Exhale, dropping down to the knees, untucking your toes. And this time we're keeping the hips up and extending the arms out in front of us into extended puppy. So opening up through the back. Keeping the core engaged though without collapsing through the hips. Bringing the awareness back to the breath here. Beautiful. And just coming back to sitting on the heels. Perfect. Extend the arms away from you, opening up through the heart, dropping open the head. Find it opening through the neck. Inhale, sitting up tall, clasp the hands together. Push away, curving the spine, dropping the head. And releasing the hands back down towards the knees. Perfect. Okay, so you're going to bring your forearms onto the mat. So your hands, your wrists, your forearms, your elbows are all grounding down into the earth. tucking under the toes, lifting up the hips. And just walking those feet as far towards you as you can. So it doesn't matter if it's only accessible to here, but lifting those hips, walking the feet towards you and holding it there. Keep the awareness on your breath, grounding down through the hands, exploring this inversion of dolphin. Our base to pinch in Maranasana, our forearm stands. Beautiful, and dropping the knees to the earth, untuck the toes, dropping the head down towards the earth, arms by the side, child's pose. Allowing the body to sink towards the earth. And inhale, sitting up tall. And swinging the legs around now, coming into Tadasana. So legs extended out in front of you, toes flex, shoulders roll back, hands down by the sides. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting the arms, lengthening the spine. And exhale, fold forwards. Keep the spine long, but keep your gazing point forwards, keeping the back nice and straight. So I don't want to see anyone curving through the spine. You're keeping your back straight. Inhale, find length. Exhale, increase the stretch. And inhale, sitting up tall. Perfect. Grounding your feet into the earth, shoulders back, core engaged. And just lower your back down into the earth. Keeping it slow. Smile. And coming all the way down. Beautiful. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And extending the legs up towards the sun. And extending your arms towards the sun, fingertips pointed into waterfall, keeping the core engaged now. Finding the stillness in this inversion. Beautiful, bringing these back towards the chest, give yourself a hug. Okay, option number one, to stay with waterfall. Option number two, place your hands at the bottom of the hips, relaxing your head down, engaging through the core, lifting the hips up into our shoulder stand, being very careful of your neck here. Keeping the awareness on the breath. Option of holding it here, or option of very carefully placing the feet behind the head now and releasing the hands into plow, finding that opening up through the back. Remember, option of staying in waterfall. Beautiful. Option of holding it here, or option of bending the knees, placing the knees by the ears. And whichever option you're in, gently holding onto the hips, lowering yourself back down and extending the legs out in front of you. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, hands grounded into the earth, and dropping the head back, opening up through the throat. And whenever you're ready, lowering your back down towards the earth. Bring the soles of your feet together, opening up the knees, and your palms placing up towards the sun. And just bringing the awareness back to the breath here. Your prana, your energy, your life force. And just thanking yourself for turning up on the mat this morning. For the movement, the balancing, the stretching, the moving meditation. Feeling a sense of gratitude into the day. And whenever you're ready, keeping the eyes closed off. And just making your way back up into a comfortable seated position. Rolling the shoulders back, palms face towards the sun. Breathing in through your nose, lengthen your spine. And out through the nose, grounding the sit bones towards the earth. Inhale, lifting the arms above the head. Bring the palms together and lower your hands down through to heart center. Smile. Namaste. Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, everyone. It's started raining here, so I'm going to go inside and try and dry off a little bit and get warm. But if you did enjoy that, please let me know. Please leave any comments, feedback. Remember to review the page as well. As I'm sure we're all very aware, I obviously can't see how you're doing each asana, so if you do have any questions, please feel free to just send me a message on Facebook and I'll try my hardest to answer you. But apart from that, I hope you have an absolutely super amazing rest of your day. Thank you very much, everyone.